Holding hands with your heart to see. Only blue talking love. Remember how we knew love was here.
Welcome, everybody.
Now December.
Red Rally. Who is excited to be here? Who has been waiting all day long for this special time to come together, to learn, to grow, to be inspired, to think a bigger thought? Thank you for being on. And can we just start out by saying a big, happy Mary Kay New Year? Yeah, you're in the right place at the right time. This is the first Red event for the new seminar year. Oh my gosh, I'm National Sales Director Karen Reidel, and I am so thrilled that I get to be here tonight with you to celebrate this brand new year. I'm stepping in for Janice Trude, who is flying back home from working over the past couple of days out of town, and her flight got delayed and delayed and delayed. So I'm here, and I'm just grateful that I get to be here with you because we have three amazing speakers. We've got a strategy to get you into action. Oh my gosh, all I have to say is those who show up, go up. And you guys have showed up tonight, so get ready because it is time to go up. Well, let's start out by celebrating our first time brand new Red Jacket leaders. Oh my gosh. Throw into the chat right now. I'm opening my chat because I got to see who are our first time Red Jacket achievers. Brand new. I want to hear from you. So throw your name in the chat and tell us, where are you from? And say, first time red, first time red, first time red. We want to celebrate you. Congratulations to those of you who moved up into red just in time for the new year and to be on this call. You're at a great starting point for the brand new year. All right. We got to hear from the most excited consultants in all of Mary Kay. It is our DIQs, our directors in qualification. Go ahead, blow up the chat for me. Tell me if you're a DIQ. Tell me what month you're in. Tell me, are you shutting it down this month? Oh my goodness. I cannot wait to see all of our DIQs. Oh my gosh, the chat is blowing up. I'm seeing our first time reds. All right. Yeah, I see. We've got Helena, who's already got her unit name picked out. Wow, wow, wow. Congratulations to every one of our DIQs. Who is a first-time DIQ? You can throw that in the chat as well. But we're cheering on every single one of our DIQ girlfriends to finish their unit so that you can be in the brand new year, a brand new sales director in that fabulous, pretty in pink sales director suit. Who is thinking pink already? Well, I also would like to know who's going to be on stage at seminar picking up that free red jacket. Oh yeah, they had a 6 most important things game for consultants, and you are able to earn your red jacket. Do we have any red jacket achievers who are on tonight? Oh, I see a me. I see a me. I see a me. Wow, wow, wow. Congratulations. We're going to be clapping and cheering for you as you go across stage at seminar. Who is so excited? Like, the countdown mode has started. I'm in the Emerald division. We're the first one, I believe. And I've already started getting my outfits together, getting my alterations. Who is ready for seminar? Let me know if you're going to be there. I know you are, because you all are the leaders in this company, and every leader makes it a priority to invest in herself. And if you are not registered, you still can be. You can register on site, and girlfriend, you need to get yourself there. You need to find a way or make a way to get yourself to seminar so that you can be there for the training and the inspiration and the big thinking. Oh, I'm seeing a ton of you blowing up this chat right now that you're going to be at seminar. So congratulations to each and every one of you. Y'all, we're going to have an amazing night tonight. We have 3 fabulous speakers. They're going to be sharing inspiration, ideas. They're going to give you that mindset shift. They're going to give you a new thought to think. And at the very end, we'll come back together and I'll have a special challenge for you. So please make sure that you have paper and pen, because you really want to listen and write down everything that these 3 incredible speakers share with you. You guys, it's a new year. It's time for new goals. It's time for a new commitment. It's time for new dreams and new opportunities. This is your year. Everybody can put that in the chat. This is my year. I want to see it. Who is making a stand? Like when you say, this is my year, like your hands are on your hip, your hands are above your head, you're standing up. You're like, this is my year. Oh yeah, I see it. I see some all caps. I see lots of explanation points. Yes, my friend, it is your year. Okay, well, we're going to be hearing from 3 brand new sales directors. So let's get ready to take tons of notes. I'm going to introduce you to our very first speaker, and that is the fabulous Dawn Baker out of the Angie Locke National Area. Dawn, take it away. We can't wait to hear from you.
Hi guys, I am Dawn Baker and I am coming to you from the newly formed Believe unit here in Statesville, North Carolina. I debuted as a sales director April 1st, and so I am getting close to finishing out my 6th year in Mary Kay, and I cannot believe the time has gone by so quickly. You know, my dad said once you have kids, time flies, and it is so true. I cannot believe I am where I am today. So I just want to share, I've got 3 tips for you. And of course, you know, I prayed about this, the Lord to give me the words to say to all you wonderful people. And you all look amazing from this viewpoint. And I'm so excited to be here to share this with you. So from a very new consultant, and people would ask me, my director would ask me and say, Dawn, what would you like to share with new consultants? And the first thing I always said is, you've got to take God as your business partner, and wholeheartedly. And so what does that look like? You know, what kind of conversation do you have with God in the morning? Well, you know, I start my day off going, Lord, you know, thank you so much for letting me have another day. Lord, you're my business partner. Thank you for being here with me. Show me who are the women or men, because I have a man on my team, that you're going to bring in my path today that need to be blessed by you and by Mary Kay, what we have to offer. Lord, you know, I pray, I have laid out the things that, what I'm looking for in the women and men that I want on my team. I'm very specific. I want ready, willing women and men that are ready to go and to go for a goal. I want them to be, you know, they don't have to be financially set, but they do need to have some mental capabilities about them. And you know, we're being real. You know, we all have baggage, but you know, we can't have a whole team full bringing their suitcases of baggage with us. So I pray that God's going to send me, you know, the women that are ready, willing, and able, the women that we need, that need to have what we have, it's that hope, that encouragement. And I'm specific in, you know, what I pray for. The other thing that is, you know, I try to, and I need him before I go out of my house to go lead generate or to go talk to other women. I am finally comfortable picking up the phone on a referral and going, hey, this is Dawn. How are you doing today? You don't know me, or I met you out today, where I would want to throw up and I would just try to text everybody. And so that is God. I'm like, God, you're going to have to give me the strength, because this is not me. I was the cheerleader in high school. I was the captain, and I could do that all day long. But to go out and talk to women, oh, honey, you just, like, the chains just are bound by me. And so one of the things I said, you know, Lord, if this is the plan, these are the things that I'm looking for myself, you know, but all of these, if this aligns with you have for my life, and if this is furthering your kingdom, then I know you're going to give me the strength and the power to get out here and do what I need to do. And so, so that is one thing, you know, I come to him every day. I ask for discernment, because, you know, we all have these voices, and, you know, not the crazy voices, but we have those voices that come out and going, you know, you're not good enough, you know, and the devil tried to do this to me today. I was going out lead generating. I waited till 10 o'clock to go to set up an event at a daycare, because I know before 10 o'clock, that director's not going to talk to me. They got to get those kids all settled. And God was saying, you know, you're in a new town that you're meeting at. I bet you there's been tons of directors, consultants, they've already hit that daycare. You're going to go in there and they're going to say, sorry, we've got a Mary Kay consultant. And if I had let those voices stay in my head, I would not have walked into the most excited director they have 23 staff member, 110 parents. So I'm sitting there thinking, God, thank you. There's my 100 leads for the week next week. So when I go back. So you got to shut those voices out. Words of affirmation, write them on little cards, recite those to you every day before you start your job. Because everybody wants to throw negativity at you, but the Lord is there to fill you up. When things look hard and difficult, I have my favorite Bible verses that I have, and I have them written down. I have them on my desk, and I love to share these with you. Matthew 19:26. But Jesus looked at them and said, with man, this is impossible, but with God, all things are possible. I rely on that when I feel like I can't ask another team member to what can they do? Can they go out with me to lead generate? Or if I'm gonna have to go out and get more leads and drag myself out of this house, put on makeup, put on a dress, it's just God, you've got to be here with me. And then my other one is my mantra. It says, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. That's Philippians 4:6-7. And this is the one I read. And I have my little mantra before I go somewhere, go out and lead generate, or before I call people. And so I've said it enough that it is ingrained in me. I know that God is there with my strength. Okay, so that is my first thing that I would say is take him as your partner. The other thing is, I am not a very organized person. And so I had to learn when I was going through DIQ how to get organized, how to track. You need to make sure you're tracking things. And so I went back to school and got me my own little pink notebook. And my national sales director, Angie Locke, showed me, she set this up, showed me how to set this up. And I've got sales trackers in there. I have my bubbles for my face. I have my unit calendar. This goes with me wherever I go. My life is spread between Harrisburg, North Carolina, where the love of my life lives. I live with my dad in Statesville, and then my kids live and grandkids live in Madison, North Carolina. So I'm in a big triangle. And so this goes with me. I have some of my new vision. I just earned the first Grand Achiever car. So I just got the new Equinox in here, and I've got to finish putting the rest of my goals in here. But I've got on the go selling. I have a catalog. I have sales tickets. I have thank you notes. I have everything that I need, like a little mobile office. So that helps me to stay organized. The last thing I do because I am all over the place and trying to work my Mary Kay business, basically I have 3 days a week. I try not to work on Sundays. So I built my business working 3 days a week, in 2 hours when my grandson takes a nap. So I have a weekly schedule that I do. It's color coded. And I found, for the things that are consistent with me every week, I know on Wednesdays from 1 to 6, I'm on GG duty. Thursdays, I'm on GG duty all day, and every other Friday. I've made one copy, I photocopied it, and then I just highlight it. And it allows me to know when I have time to be in my office. I have time when I need to go out and do lead generating, when I do customer care, when I'm going to allow times to do parties or in-home parties at several little salon areas that I work, 'cause I work in multiple cities. So that has really helped me, help me get organized. 'Cause like I said, I am not the most organized. If you saw my desk, you would just die laughing, but I know where everything is. And the last thing that I would say is keep your goals in front of you. I picked this up from a lady I've known for quite a few years. She debuted as a director last year, and she was number 3 in her class, Tammy Bennett. And she said one of the things she always did is she put her Bible verses throughout her house, what she was looking for. But then she also put her goals and like the number of women she needed on her team. So when I submitted my my DIQ this last time, I took my little cars because I was going to earn my car too. So I made little cutouts of my Chevy Trax, and I have one on my bathroom mirror. I have one on my refrigerator, and I have one on the wall. So as soon as I wake up in the morning, I saw my little Chevy tracks. And so I haven't taken them down yet because I can't believe I'm still in awe. It's ordered. I can't believe it's coming. And then the other thing that I had heard, I picked up from somebody else, and I did it. And I took I had red smolder lipstick from Mary Kay, and I took that red lipstick and I wrote on my bathroom mirror that said, it Mary Kay director, and I put down my debut date. Now, granted, I had to change it twice because I really wanted to be the 1 month normal. I didn't make it. The second month, I didn't make it, but I made it in month 3. And I'm gonna tell you something just really ironic, and I knew this was a God wink because I kept for well, I know why, because I did it as 4/2, like January 1st, January 2nd, because I thought, that was the month I went into DIQ. And I thought, well, yeah, I'll just start there. But February 2nd was my birthday. So that's why I thought that would be the best birthday present, to be a director on my birthday. Well, I didn't make it. But then if you all remember, April really got extended. The month ran over. And so we really didn't get into our new month until April 2nd or 3rd. But April 2nd was the day that I submitted my paperwork and my intent to be a director. And so I did not know why I chose to, other than it was my birthday date. But it just kind of all came to fruition. And I've taken a picture of it. I haven't taken it down yet. But between that and the red lipstick and my little car, I had about this much space that I could see putting my makeup on every day. But it was just, it was just really keeping it in front of you. And then, if you're, like I said, then as I get ready closer to the pink Cadillac, don't think there's not going to be more pink Cadillacs, and I'm going to wear pink every day, pink on my toenails every day, and just keeping those goals in front of me. And I know that, Kathy was saying that she saw several of you have put your name of your unit in there. If you haven't done that, start listening to God and seeing what He's telling you to put in your unit. He laid on my heart over a year ago that it was going to be the Believe unit. But I have to tell you, so the first time when I first joined 5 years ago and I wanted to be a director, I was so self-absorbed. I wanted my first unit to be Dawn's Divas. And I thought, and I'm so glad God said, no, you're not ready to be a director, because I don't think that would have been the best unit name. And a couple last things I'm going to leave. I know it's really funny. So the last couple things and I'll close up here is, I had this conversation with one of my team member who is a red jacket and was in DIQ, not DIQ, he was an elite team leader. And I said, I can't, in looking back in this process, I'm thinking, oh my gosh, it wasn't nearly as hard as I thought it was going through it. And I'm a retired school nutrition director. I worked for our state for close to 30 years, feeding children in 4 different districts. And the hardest day in Mary Kay is nothing to compare to what it was, managing 300 and 250 staff members, dealing with principals, dealing with the state, making sure no kid got food poisoning, none of my employees got cut or beat each other up or whatever in the cafeteria. So, this is just a short bleep in the life of your career of being a Mary Kay. You can do it because you're going to sit back like I did and go, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. I'm a director. I've got the pink jacket. I've got the car coming. And it just, you just, it's like labor. You forget how painful it was if and then the last verse that came to me, and God's going to give you verses. And He talks to me at night, and I'll get verses and songs in my head. But this is the verse that came up today on my devotions. And it said, and this is 2 Corinthians 5:17. I'm gonna close with this. That as for you, be strong and do not give up, for your work will be rewarded. And I just got goosebumps for you and for myself, for all of us. And because this is, just don't give up. He's put you here for a reason. And you're just awaiting all the abundance of the gifts that he wants to give you. Again, I'm Dawn Baker from not Davie County, but Iredell County in Statesville, North Carolina. And it's been a pleasure being with you all tonight.
Dawn, thank you so much. Oh my goodness.
Welcome.
You guys, that was amazing. Congratulations, Dawn, on earning your
Thank
car.
you.
I love everything from taking God as your business partner, all the scripture you shared, and that mobile office on the go with your weekly plan sheet. Girl, you got it going. Y'all throw it in the chat real quick. What was your number one takeaway from Dawn? What is it that you're going to take action on based on her excellent advice? Well, your second speaker is coming right now. Oh, get ready, because Kathy Fowler is ready to share with you her words of wisdom. Kathy, we can't wait to hear you. Take it away, my friend. Congratulations on being a new sales director.
Thank you. I appreciate that so much. And I appreciate being allowed to speak here tonight. So I am Kathy Fowler from Monroe, Michigan, and I am a Mary Kay Independent Sales Director. I say that with enthusiasm and excitement because I am where I want to be. I'm not wishing or hoping or dreaming about being a director anymore. I chose a path. I sought wisdom from my trusted mentors, and I made it happen, you guys. Please don't misunderstand me because I am not there. I'm unsure of what there is exactly. I know I want to go from here to the Equinox. We just earned our tracks as well, Dawn, to the Equinox and onto the Cadillac. And I don't know where we're going to go from there, but I know I've got a lot left to do yet. I'm still growing a lot in spite of having already celebrated more birthdays than probably most of you on here. In fact, just so you know, I still have so much work to do to get comfortable in front of the camera and speaking to lots of people like I'm doing right now. So when you see that I look like I might be looking at notes or something, I am, because I have typed everything out and made a list of everything that I want to talk to you about because I don't want to forget. I'm married to John, who I call a happy man because he's much happier than my first husband was. I have 3 sons, an angel daughter, a bonus stepdaughter, 2 beautiful granddaughters, and a really handsome little grandson as well.
Oh.
Before beginning Mary Kay, I worked 20 years in the medical field, 16 years as a flight attendant. I retired from my Mary Kay retired from my flight attendant career voluntarily in 2019 to focus my time on my family and my Mary Kay business. I began this chapter of my Mary Kay business in May of 2015, so about 9 years ago. I was working as a flight attendant and a friend offered me Mary Kay skincare. We were flying a trip together. I'd been in Mary Kay for just a year back in about 1985 and walked away because I did not know that I could build my Mary Kay business to a level that I didn't have to count on an employer to offer me a paycheck and a benefit package in exchange for the majority of my life. I worked through having 4 children, a divorce, lots of life, death, and even remarriage. Now in my golden years, I chose to revisit owning my own Mary Kay business because there was a spark sown deep down in my heart way back in 1985 that once allowed to surface, it was ignited into a fire that sources all of my passion for my Mary Kay career now. I'm fortunate to have Dawn Otten-Sweeney as my national sales director. Dawn's daughter, Alden Sweeney-Wido, is my senior sales director. Working with them showed me very, very quickly the importance of Mary Kay Ash's legacy. The lives that have and will be touched, impacted, and changed in ways that we may not even realize are way too numerous to count. I want this legacy torch to be passed on forever for my granddaughters, for their granddaughters, and their granddaughters, the way that Mary Kay passed it on. This takes women like you and I acting on our passion and desires for the future of all women, you guys. Additional reasons I stay in Mary Kay are all the things you probably have heard, flexibility, money, the stability that comes with not having to worry about money, community. It's like none other in all the people that I've ever worked with. The personal growth, even at I've had more birthdays than you season. This position allows me to help others. I'm nurturing by nature. I feel I still have a lot to share. And while I'm sharing with others, I'm growing myself, my heart, my mind, and my own personal legacy. Financial security and the ability to plan my income, my future income, and have control, paired with all the necessary resources to achieve it. I feel there's a huge gap between the rights and benefits in the workplace gained by men versus the same opportunities for women. Many of these were gained in industrial environments and designed around the idea that most men were the supporters of their families, just like Mary Kay experienced. It wasn't as important for women to be recognized and rewarded for doing our good jobs because we had men who were breadwinners, right? As we all know, that is not always the case. By the time the women's movement really began to make progress, many women my age had missed the boat when it came to learning to go get what we thought was fair in wages, benefits, and working conditions. We largely accepted that whatever the hand was that we were dealt. Mary Kay fills this gap for me and can for so many other women. Many women many women were not offered pensions or retirement benefits. I don't want to put myself in a situation that I have to rely on the government funding, Social Security, although it's a great addition, but I don't want to rely on that for my income. I'm going to grow a sustainable Mary Kay business. I am growing a sustainable Mary Kay business, and I will not have to rely on any other, not a man, nor government, or whatever, blah, 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 for such an important factor in the equation of how I'm going to live out my life. The sooner you start, the better position you'll put yourself in. Let this demonstrate for you, though, that while knowing all the metrics of our target market, who we're looking for to be our customers and our team members, and if you don't know what I mean by target market, just ask your sales director. She'll be more than happy to go over it with you. But please do not exclude someone from joining Mary Kay because their stats don't fit into our target market metric measurement. There's always an exception. Do be sure to build your business on the rule, however, not exceptions. Kathy Halou, National Sales Director Emeritus, and Dawn Otten-Sweeney, my National Sales Director, has skillfully taught this. The target market metrics we use are, generally speaking, work most of the time. We, as humans, have been beautifully, uniquely created by God. Women are not cookie cutters. We all come from our own very unique story. Listen to the stories of women who are placed in your path. Look for the reason Mary Kay could be great for them and help them determine how it can fit into their life. I'm a really strong believer in everything happens for a reason, and everyone I know, have met, or will meet has crossed my path for a reason. God's plan is not haphazard. Take the opportunity to figure out why someone is in your path and act accordingly. We do all need to be made to feel special. It's my job, it's your job to fill this need. When you do that, you'll build a team that's custom generated for you. Mary Kay was so wise to build this cornerstone into our company. Just a couple of quicker tips to finish. Commit not to quit, even when it gets hard and when it doesn't really feel fun at all. Lean into your built-in support system, your recruiter, your sales director, your senior director, your national sales director. Allow them to coach you and hold you accountable. This is not always easy. I know this firsthand. I've been the one to look at my phone and see or hear a message from Dawn or Alden, checking to see if I've done something. And I know I don't have the answer they're hoping to hear on the other end. But be honest in your communication with them. When they ask something of you, it's to help you grow to where you want to be, not where they want you to be, but to where you want to be. Believe them, allow them to see you where you are now so they can appropriately coach you through the steps to your success, even where when you are now is not where you thought or planned or hoped. They can only truly coach you when you really know where you are. Plug in. When your mentor invites or suggests you to attend an event, by all means, go, be there. This is my second time in the role of sales director. This dream was reopened for me at an event just last fall. It was the debut of National Sales Director Brittany Jenks. It was not one specific thing that I heard or that she said or that anyone said, but it was the experience of being there. I knew when I left there, I had to step back in the sales director role to pass the legacy on. The legacy of hope, love, independence, and success. You guys, I shudder to think that I may have missed this somehow had I not attended that event. By the way, I've never missed any of the 4 non-negotiable events held each year, and I've rarely missed a weekly meeting. I have been taught, to quote Mary Kay Ash herself, those who show up, go up, and I believed my teachers. Trust, it's not blind faith or cult-like. Some people who have never experienced our build each other, support each other type of work and lifestyle environment, they have difficulty in believing it works for all who work. Your specific mentors are ahead of you on the career path. They have power. They have proven they know how to do something that you have not yet done. Allow them to teach you what they know. I've heard it so many times. Believe it until you achieve it. Track everything, know what you need numerically, and plan how and when you'll achieve your goals. Mary Kay is mathematical, not magical. Have you heard that before? When you work your business logically and mathematically, your business will work. People may lie to you, numbers will not. Know the company averages versus your averages. Know the numbers you need, why you need them. Work with company average numbers only until you can see your own individual numbers. Your numbers may be a little higher or a little lower than company averages. You need to know what it takes, and you will only know what it takes when you know your numbers. How many people do you have to ask to get one booking on your calendar? How many bookings does it take to see the faces you need to harvest the results you desire? From there, you can determine how many faces you need to get booked, to book to get your goal. You don't have to wonder. You do have to do the work. Excuse me. Find your healthy balance for the pillars of priorities established for us by Mary Kay herself. God first, family second, and career third. Not 33rd, as taught so wisely to me by Alden. She knows. We're going to put it third, but we're not going to push it off forever. It's got to get done. You have to open your store, your heart, and be present for your business to grow. When you decide what you want from your business and how this will benefit your family as well as yourself, it's a great resource of finding peace. I never feel guilty for work in my business. Admittedly, I have chosen to excuse myself from some family events, visits, etc., but never with the frequency I had to do in my other careers. Never did my previous careers reap the rewards that my Mary Kay business has, financial or otherwise. We as women are emotional creatures. Learn to manage your emotions. As I sit here sweaty because I had to talk in front of all of you tonight. Evaluate what you want for yourself and your family and make it happen. No guilt, no chaos. It helps immensely if you're able to enroll your family in your goals. There will always be obstacles. Learn to hit them head on and circumvent them. I naturally like to avoid obstacles or unplanned challenges. I don't like conflict, and obstacles to me mean conflict. I've learned the sooner I address it and the sooner I overcome it. See it, handle it, and move beyond it. Friends, I have sincere hope for each of you that you too will discover where it is you want to be on the career path, and you'll do what it takes, whatever it takes to get there. Thank you for allowing me to speak to you tonight and to share some of my most passionate feelings about this business and my career with you. Good luck to all of you. Work hard and just do whatever it takes.
Do whatever it takes. Kathy, I'm so glad that you said yes to sharing. I know you were nervous, but you did awesome. The chat was blowing up for you. Congratulations on earning your tracks. So many wise wisdom words in there, but I love when you said, and so did the chat, commit not to quit, even when it's hard. So good. And then events change lives. Girl, I was at Brittany Jenks' debut also. You know what? We showed up. We're going to go up. And I'm so proud of you for making that decision to go and follow your mentors because, wow, your life has changed. So thank you for sharing your heart. Amazing. All right, y'all, you know what to do. Throw it in the chat. Number one takeaway from what Kathy shared tonight. Well, we have one more new director who's going to be sharing her heart with you. I know she's excited to share. So get ready to take notes from our fabulous next director, our final new director for the night, Trisha Barber. Trisha, congratulations. Thanks for taking it away.
Thank you. Thanks, everybody. I'm so excited to be here with all of you tonight. We have 280 participants. Can you believe it? It's amazing. And that's just one of the true privileges of Mary Kay, is being able to speak and share and touch people's lives in this capacity. So I'm going to share just a little bit about myself, and then I'm going to get into what me and my team were able to accomplish in June that led me to the ability to become a sales director in just 2 weeks, which is just still blows my mind. But you know what? It can happen. And if I can do it, you can do it. So I'm going to share with you exactly how to do it. So get excited. So I'm Trisha Barber. I'm from Venice, Florida. I live here with my husband. I have 3 grown sons, 3 grown stepdaughters, 2 grandsons, and 2 dogs, and a partridge in a pear tree. We got a lot going on, right? We moved to Florida just under 2 years ago. I was working in telecommunication sales the past 30 years in a professional environment, had my big corporate career. When we moved to Florida, I was really at the top of my game, making a really big income. And we based our new home purchase on that. And guess what? 6 months later, the rug got pulled out from under me and I lost my big corporate job. Now, 2 weeks prior to that, a neighbor invited me to a facial at my sales director's house, Robbie Brannon's, and went to have a facial to support her. And I fell in love with everything. I hadn't tried Mary Kay in probably 20, 30 years, like many women tell us. But I had never tried the skincare. And I got to tell you, I loved everything. So when I went up to Robbie at the end, I said, look, I need everything, but I can't afford everything. Would it benefit me to sign up for the wholesale discount? And she's like, absolutely. Famous last words, lady. Okay, but I will never, ever sell it. I'm just telling you, I'll never sell it. 2 weeks later, lost my job, called Robbie. I'm like, you're not going to believe it. I just lost my job. What am I going to do? And she's like, it's divine intervention. And I'm like, no, it's really a terrible thing. But can I tell you, a year and a half later, looking back, it was truly divine intervention, without a doubt in my mind whatsoever. I am so thankful that things happen when they happen, that God puts the right people in your life that you need at that right time. So last year I was unemployed the whole year. I was interviewing. I'm close to 60 years old. You know, I was a little depressed that I got let go along with 70,000 people that I worked with, you know, in my corporate environment. And I got to tell you, Mary Kay not only sustained me financially, but mentally. So many women fell into a depression after losing their jobs through no fault of their own. I don't want you ladies to dismiss women that are working in corporate America. They're not getting the recognition they need, right? They need a plan B because it's so unsteady out there with the economy. So please don't dismiss professional business women that are out there. Again, I'm so thankful. You know, I also, Kathy, you talked about showing up. I went to every success meeting that we've had. I've been to leadership, you know, meeting, the fall retreat. I've been to Sunshine Superstar, all of those, and the incredible women you meet. And just somebody taking time out, like a Vivian Diaz, who's a retired national sales director, grabbing me by the hand just out of the blue and said, Trisha, I totally see you as being a sales director by seminar. I mean, what people say to you and what you say to people is so impactful. You have no idea. You really don't. You know, I've been through a career where I was never told those things. Since becoming a sales director, more people have said to me, oh my gosh, I knew you could do it. I've literally just sat and cried over those words because I wish I had heard those words 20, 40 years ago. You see, what you say to yourself and what you say to others is so very, very important. And listen, we work for the very best company in the world. I was on a call earlier and I said, did anybody watch that Wonder Woman movie several years ago where there was an island of just these powerful, heroic women? That's kind of what we have here at Mary Kay. If you think about it, I mean, look at these women, look at all of you and what you have within you, the strength, the endurance, the tenacity to do whatever you want to do. So I'm quickly just going to share a very fast PowerPoint with you with just some bullet points of what we did and what triggered in my mind to make the decision to go for it. And I hope some of this will resonate with you. Bear with me just 1 minute. Let me get this out of the way. Well, it's not going to let me go into slideshow. So I'm just going to go screen by screen. I'm sorry, I can't seem to move the screen here. So 14 days to sales director. What I'm going to cover with you guys tonight is these are the steps, really a very deliberate decision. What worked? You have to start strong. Got to get a running start. Seminar was key. There's no I in team, and a most humbling experience. Deliberate decisions were huge. So I mentioned to you I didn't work last year, but in December, I got rehired into corporate America, not making quite what I used to. Thought this was really great. Still planned to work my Mary Kay as plan B. right? But in May of this year, I was at a customer appointment that just went horribly wrong. And I knew there was going to be some ramifications up the corporate ladder of what happened here and that, even though none of it was my fault. And I texted my sales director from the side of the road crying. And I said, Robbie, I'm on the side of the road crying. I'm so discouraged. I really don't like corporate America anymore. It's just not what it used to be. It's not fulfilling. And her words to me were, well, what are you going to do about it? And at first I was like, wow, taken back a minute. But then I'm like, you know what? She's right. I had a 2-hour ride home from that side of the road. And all I did was think, what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? And she challenged me to sign up for seminar. And, again, not making the money I was last year. And I spoke to my husband and I'm like, I don't know that we can swing it. And she said, what if you pay for it out of your Mary Kay money? And I'm like, there you go. So that's what I did. So you know what that did? That made me step up my activity, step up the number of faces you're seeing, the number of people that you're trying to add, because none of us want to stay a consultant. You guys have made the decision not to stay a consultant, right? You see the benefit of making 7-9% commissions. So, you have to just be thinking of how you're going to work your business to the maximum. So in any case, I'll go through this quickly. I signed up for a seminar. Then I told Robbie, okay, I'll go, but as long as I can wear a ball gown and get recognition. So what recognition can I go after? And I got to tell you, the timing of this was absolutely amazing, right? Because there was the 6 most important things challenge. There was the gold medal challenge. And then there was my decision to go DIQ, because at the end of May, I had 11 consultants going in to my DIQ status. Whoops, excuse me, guys, sorry. So I mentioned about the amazing leaders. These are just some pictures. What worked for me? Really, number one, and it's been touched on tonight, is visualization. I had the picture of this pink suit in front of me every single day, all day long, because I would work at my computer and I would look at that picture and figure out how I'm going to do it. So again, the pictures of the goals, like, just be so visually focused, ladies. Keep that front and foremost. And then I announced the goal publicly on social media, my family, to my friends, to the ladies that were already working with me. And then you have a non-negotiable mentality, right? You're going to get it done. I liked the words commit, not to quit. I love that. That's awesome, Kathy. Thank you for that. And the visualization worked. Robbie was so smart, my sales director, not only with giving me this postcard to visualize, but every time I went to her house, he would say, oh, why don't you just try on this pink jacket, see what it looks like on you? And it's like, yeah, I like it. And then the last picture is actually me and Robbie, both in our pink jackets, because guess what? It worked. Amazing. So I'm going to tell you, start as your DIQ as strong as possible. Do not stay in your red jacket, ladies. My new team name is the Queen Bees. And I'll tell you, the honeypot is in being a director. It really is. That's where the money is. I was on a call this morning. One of the new sales directors' checks was $10,000. Another sales director's check was $30,000. Can you guys get excited about making that kind of money? I can. Because, a lot of this is not only what it does for you, but what you can do for others. You can give. If that's what's in your heart, you can do it. So just like an analogy, I like to say, going on a bike ride and you're getting ready to go up a little bridge, what do you have to do? You got to get a running start. You got to get the momentum going. So use that, ladies. Get the momentum going. Go into your DIQ strong, right? Have that strong start. And then call any inactive consultants that maybe you've had along the way. We all know some of them that come in and then they just don't order again. Well, give them enticement to order again. Give them an incentive. Maybe it's, hey, if you place an order to get active, I'll give you this, fabulous pair of earrings, whatever. Even the personal use consultants like a challenge. Remember that. So try to get them motivated and also talk to them about what's happening in your business, because their lives might have changed, just like my life changed 2 weeks later. So always be thinking of that. And then don't disqualify anybody. That's been said. The ladies on my team, they are ranged from 23 to 83. One of them is a recent widow. do not disqualify anybody. Women need Mary Kay for different reasons, right? Whether it's money. So many ladies now are joining in retirement age because they need supplemental income. So many of them are just lonely and they love the sisterhood that we can provide, and they like working with godly women. So do not disqualify anybody. We talked about seminar. Seminar for me was really the key because of all of these elements. I had specific goals to meet. I had a definitive deadline. So even though you may be going into DIQ and it's going to be past the seminar date, give yourself a definitive deadline, because that's what goals are made of. You have to give yourself a deadline of when you're going to achieve your goal, right? And the excitement. Fake it till you make it. But be excited, ladies. Be so excited every single day with everybody that you talk to. We have a lot to be excited about with this incredible company and this incredible opportunity. Any woman that we meet for $35 can change her life that day. Why? Because we give her a personal website and the ability to take credit cards that day. She can go out and make money that day. Think about that. Where in the world can a woman become an entrepreneur? That day for $35. We have that ability to change ladies' lives. We talked about the power of timing. I had to have that bad day at work, right? Looking back, you see why things happened. I had to have that bad day at work. Robbie had to challenge me. I had to sign up for seminar. I had to complete these challenges, which were just the building blocks of building my team quickly, right? And then once you're there, ladies, once you go in to DIQ and you're going for your qualification, go all in. Be a leader to the ladies that you're bringing on, right? Like, show them by your example. Hey, I've gone all in. What can you do? Because it's a team effort to qualify as a sales director, right? As we all know. So you really want everybody on board. And one of the biggest takeaways I've learned, I became a sales director and I have 3 red jackets. So one of my biggest takeaways is, for me to move up, I needed to help others along the way. I needed to help others come up. And guess what? It goes far beyond that, because not only did I help these 3 ladies who are on the call tonight, by the way, Helena, Melissa, and Brianna. Thank you guys for being here. But not only was I able to help them realize their dream of becoming a red jacket and then further, but it also helped my sales director. She's now a senior sales director and so deserving of that. It also helped my national sales director. What an incredible company. Coming from this corporate background, that's never been the case. You think if I said to my boss, hey, I want to be promoted, but I want to bring Sally along with me, he'd be like, what are you talking about? Right? That just doesn't happen. We have such a unique opportunity here. These are the fabulous ladies that I've mentioned to you. And these are 29 Queen Bees. We ended the month of June with 30, actually. 30 in our sales. We blew past the 13,500 to 16,000, just about 16,500. Keep going, because now you go strong into your other qualifications that you want to do. There's so much more I can show you guys, lady. But focus on your activity, focus on your recruiting. Right? Don't dismiss people that just want to be personal use because they changed their mind. 2 of my red jackets changed their mind and wanted to work the business. And we did our vision boards this weekend and they want to become sales directors. So please share. Give the enticement of a pink ring if you need to. If anybody wants the link to that ring, happy to give it to you. But it makes a decisive woman decision even easier, right on the spot. And the last thing I'm going to say is that I am just so humbled by God's hand in all of this. You've heard this over and over, ladies. It is so true. I've been through horrendous things in my life in the past, from the time I was young till about, my husband and I just celebrated our 20th anniversary this past week. And life with him has been wonderful. It really has. But until 20 years ago, I'd been through about any horrific thing that could happen to a woman. And what I want to tell you, ladies, is that it gives you strength. So look to things that have happened to you. They've happened for a reason, unfortunately, but draw strength from that. And I believe all those things that have happened to me have brought me through that for such a time as this. So please use that to your advantage, ladies. I'm honored to have spoken to you tonight. I hope you can take anything that I've given you, and I'm happy if you need any other encouragement, please reach out. Happy to help. Thank you.
Trisha, congratulations. Oh my gosh, you guys, the PowerPoint. Are you kidding me? I love, Trisha, that you pointed out that corporate America women need Mary Kay. We can prejudge people because we think they have the perfect job, but you're right, it's not stable. And we have such an incredible opportunity. Trisha, you're so inspiring. Thank you for your excellence. 2 weeks to finish DIQ. Wow, wow, wow. Well, I know you got to share with Trisha in the chat your #1 takeaway. Some of you already have started. Wow, the messages are coming in. So make sure you appreciate her in the chat and share with her. What was that one takeaway? You guys, what a special night tonight. 3 incredible stories. 3 women who did things a little bit differently, right? But they all had a vision. They all had commitment. They all had determination and grit, and they all crossed the finish line. And I always say, if she can, I can. You can throw that in the chat. If she can, I can. I love that about our company, that we're willing to share words of wisdom and tips for success and to encourage each other to keep believing. Yes, if she can, I can. So thank you to each and every one of our speakers. Let's wrap up with a great challenge for the rest of the month. Okay, are you ready for this? It's the first month of the year. Here's what I'm saying to you. It's the year of power in Mary Kay, right? You know our theme. It's all about powering up. It's all about power, power, power. So I'm telling you, you are one powerful decision away from changing your entire Mary Kay seminar year. One powerful decision. And here it is, getting into action. Because inactivity breeds fear. We've got to get into action so that we can just create momentum, get in front of the faces. So I'm asking you to make a powerful decision to complete a power start this month. Look, it's the action plan for the entire seminar year, as far as I'm concerned. If it's a year of power, the way to create that power in our business is to get committed to a monthly power start, 1 month after another, after another. Who on here will commit to 12 months of power starts? Now, I know we got seminar. I know we got travel. I know we might have a vacation in there, but y'all, you're smart. You know how to work completely smart with hybrid of in-person and virtual. And you know what? Your commitment, your decision, your powerful decision to say yes to a power start this month could be the absolute game changer. Well, let me just close with this, because your decision to do the power start could lead you to being a power up achiever, as I'm calling it, with that 700 wholesale this month. Who has got their eyes on this super cute purse? Hey, what you can't see about this purse is look how cute the inside is. How fun is that? This puffy purse is yours with a 700 wholesale. Your decision to say yes to getting into action and yes to the power start could lead you right here to this purse. But we all know the ripple effect of one powerful decision, and it won't stop here. How about the diamonds? Yep. You will be on track for reaching the National Court of Sales and earning that top diamond, you guys. How phenomenal is that diamond ring? Or maybe it's the diamond bumblebee and the Court of Sharing. The Court of Sales is 40,000 in retail sales. The Court of Sharing is 24. Great start, qualified. And when you debut as a sales director quickly, you could be earning that $500,000 ring. My first full year as a director, we finished $500,000. You can too. This diamond ring is gorgeous. And your powerful decision to say yes to a power start could help you earn any and all of these diamond rings. And don't forget, your powerful yes to a power start decision and commitment could be you showing up in this pretty and pink director suit. You guys, it's all coming from one powerful decision to get into action with a level of excellence to get that power start done. All of those power starts will add up to creating crazy momentum for you as a new sales director in your first year as a sales director. So let's go. Don't overthink it. Just get into action. I bet you if Mary Kay said, you can't be in this company anymore unless you figure out how to do 30 faces this month, You'd figure it out. You're a find a way, make a way woman. Let's go get committed to that power start to lead you to being a power up achiever, to lots of diamonds in your future this year, and most all, that fabulous pretty in pink director suit. I'm so proud of each and every one of you for being on here tonight, for showing up. Let's give one more shout out to our 3 incredible speakers, Dawn, Kathy, and Trisha. Thank you for sharing your story. I need to know, are you committed? Put it in the decision, put your decision right there in the chat before you leave. Yes to a power start. It's your ticket to all things powerful this seminar year. God bless you guys. Have a great night and get ready for your best seminar year ever. I'll see you in that pretty in pink suit. Good night.